Hey guys, welcome back to Dark Souls 2, our adventure, part 9 of this. I am J-Ron, your host for this episode. I have my left side,
Kyle,
and my right side,
Nick.
And we're gonna go off to No Man's Wharf for today. If you guys, if you guys are aware, we actually have Kyle playing for today.
Hey, look, it's Annie. Okay, now I'm good.
We actually have Kyle playing for today. Oh, don't forget the ring. Don't forget the ring, man.
Oh yes. Okay.
Last time we
killed a certain individual known as the Pursuer. We talked about our theories on who he was. Now, the thing about this ring that he dropped upon his death, it's called the Ring of Blades. It increases our physical attack.
Which is probably my favorite ring so far in the game, because
just you wait.
How much better can you get than increasing your attack? Because that just affects so many different things. Anyway, we put over the life ring, because life ring was probably the least important of all the different ones. Anyways, so I was saying that Kyle's going to be playing for this time today, because he's been the guy who do this plotline,
Mission, quest
line, something like that. He's been on this one so far. And then when we get to Lost Bastille, we'll find out, because, I mean...
Hey, homie.
Home dog. I mean, you could... Yeah, get him. Get him. These guys are actually not going to be too difficult unless you die, which I would super be upset about. So, luckily, they don't have too much health for where we are in the game.
I'm too legit to quit, and I'm too fly to die.
So, we were talking about how No Man's Wharf is pretty bad.
I'm actually really proud of that, and I'm totally going to remember that for use in the future.
I mean, if you do, I'll actually clap, because you said that about things before, but you still forgot them. So, I mean, if you use it in the future, I'll actually be very happy. I'll bring it up one day and be like, remember this, Kyle? Yeah, you didn't see it. Anyways, so No Man's Wharf, we were talking about how it's going to be pretty bad. It's actually not going to be so bad, because we're way
kind
further...
of awesome. I mean, we're just, like I said, we're too legit to quit. And too fly to die.
And human effigies.
Woo!
And souls. But probably because that we are way higher level than we need to be. Because... After killing the Pursuer, all the different bosses so far, even the old Dragon Slayer, we are just so high of a level for this area.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Jude. What is that? Hey, Jude.
That's the Beatles. Come on.
I mean...
Get it together, man.
They're not my generation. I mean, I'm only 17.
They're not my generation, and I freaking love them.
Everybody knows the Beatles.
But especially old people. What?
Duh, that's their thing.
I mean, the Beatles were like probably the biggest band.
I think you're like just a horrible person and should stop talking.
Oh, he almost got you.
No, he didn't. You know.
That would have been brutal
I mean,
murder.
yeah.
How about you shut your face before I shut it for you with this sword?
In-game sword?
Yeah, that's the same thing I said to Josh. Because didn't you threaten to, like, cut my face? You stab me in the face?
Yeah, actually, there was a different episode. Why did you come over here?
Just making sure there's not anything I'm missing.
Okay.
I haven't been here in a while, remember?
Yeah, Kyle did play a bit further in the game, so I'm fresh on the fly with this, so I definitely... yeah, so... Hopefully these guys, the No Man's Wharf won't be so bad. These guys are actually a bit harder to fight than even the guys in No Man's Wharf. Just because the
No Man's Wharf are sort of just zombie pirates, so...
Yeah, essentially.
Aren't those the best kind of pirates?
Zombie pirates? I mean, they're probably rather menacing.
No, Assassin's Creed pirates are the best pirates.
I mean, that's a great game. If you had told me, though, when Assassin's Creed started that pirates would be mixed with Assassin's Creed, I would have, like, been laughing in your face, because, like, why would assassins be pirates? It doesn't.
Why would assassins watch old men sign pieces of paper?
Because...
America.
Society. Science.
I mean, for the love of... The game got so far away from its original plan of sneaky stab that it's just despicable.
Well, see, I still think that the
like the whole point, like I love the description of it where someone said it's like it couldn't be a game about stabbing that became less about stabbing. The whole point of the first game was, oh look, I stabbed this guy. Here's something that's bigger and better with which to do more stabbing. It's very self-explanatory.
It is essentially the reason why it's called Assassin's Creed, because you assassinate people. So I mean, why would
because we want to give them a tomahawk and the ability to take on like 1,000 people
and the ability to have the personality of a couch from IKEA.
Okay, I mean, I still
seriously, Connor Kenway is the most boring protagonist. I hate Connor Kenway.
Why is he so bad though? Why is he so bad?
He's so awful. He tries to be Batman, but he's not Batman. He's just grumpy Native American budget band.
Did you realize that the guy that did his voice also voiced Brock in Pokemon?
What?
Did it?
Okay, you're messing with me.
No,
right
I'm
now.
not even kidding. Same guy.
Brock was my
Same
favorite guy,
guy.
so that's really
Brock was the
legit.
reason I quit watching Pokemon because he bounced. So I was like, done.
Super
And then
done.
they brought him back with the wrong voice actor, and I was just
Wait,
like,
where are you going?
I have no clue.
I'm like, there's
Let's go
stairs.
up the
Why would
stairs.
you not go up the stairs? Stairs.
Because
Stairs.
I've already been up here and killed these people.
Oh. Okay. I thought that was a different spot you
I thought it was a different spot too. Well, let's explore the other way just to be sure.
Well, this is where we come from.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Well, no?
No? It's just a
Deuce.
door.
That door's broken. Okay. Back down we go.
I was gonna say, no, that's definitely where we came from. Now we're just all looking, yeah, okay.
Bully!
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 Butt scratcher!
Butt scratcher!
Butt scratcher!
What are you guys
Scratcher.
quoting?
Family Guy.
Butt scratcher?
Oh, that
Butt
was-
scratcher.
Butt scratcher.
What?
Peter gets a job selling butt scratchers at football events.
They're like back scratchers, but for your butt.
That sounds pretty awesome.
I think she could have deduced that.
I mean, probably.
He asked.
I did.
Now, are these stalagmites or stalactites?
Don't I get
Am
the-
I stalag right?
No, you're wrong.
Oh, look, a guy creepily standing in the corner.
What is with you, guy? It's actually not even a guy.
That's a woman.
Oh,
It
what about
is
the
indeed
creepy
a woman. In fact, it's a woman that's actually going to be important in this game.
Hello,
What is
Lucatile.
it? I don't know you, and you don't. Things are better that way.
Is that an invitation? Phew. Alright, so this woman is actually pretty important to this game. She shows up at different times in the game, and she's just one of the people you can consistently summon again. And she actually has a...
She's this game's equivalent of the Sun Bros.
Solaire. In fact, she's super
No,
awesome.
I was talking about Lautrec. Yes, Solaire!
I mean, if you want it to be, I don't know. Anyway, she actually has a super, rather interesting plot line, backstory, lore thing, and I can't wait for the lore to actually come out for her, because she's... I'm actually curious when he's going to start those things, but she gives
He's
you...
doing the lore at the same time as a playthrough of the game. He's doing a let's play of the game while incorporating lore into it as he plays.
But how would you know it until you finish the game and do some digging?
I mean,
Science.
yeah.
Magic.
Bill Nye the Science.
Government.
Bill Nye... Have you guys seen him lately?
He is old.
He's awesome. He got in this debate with some dude. I can't remember his name, but it was funny to watch.
Well, see, I just find it so funny because...
Welcome to Zombie Pirate Town.
he has such weird eyebrows.
First stop, Zombie Pirate Cabin.
No! What are you doing?
That was not
That was
shallow
abominable!
water. I thought that was shallow water.
I mean...
I'm
that
sorry.
Oh, well.
I guess that's what happens when you live on the edge.
It wasn't-
We've made that joke before.
Yeah,
Yes,
it was done very... It was done
The
last time.
directors are boobs. They're using the same joke they did in the last Austin Powers movie.
Boobs, Ozzy.
Sorry. I love references.
So then why did you...
So, right, take two.
Okay, whatever. Anyways, so
Let's
I'll make
try not sucking major everything.
I'll make a deal with you, Kyle. That'll be...
I need to take out my
That'll be-
revenge
okay.
on this random zombie pirate corpse.
Oh, look, it's alive.
That's a good idea to get, because that guy actually comes up behind you later on, and he's like, how's your day? I'm sneaking up behind you.
Alright, walking very slowly.
I mean...
Oh my god!
What is the matter with you?
You're kidding me, right?
What is the matter with
Okay,
you?
that one was not even my fault. I specifically walked slowly to stay on the
What
bridge.
the crud, Kyle?
I made sure to be careful.
That
What
was
just
a-
happened?
That was an arrow right to... Did you not see the arrow hit you in the face?
That was to the knee, actually. If I didn't know, it never would.
Oh.
Alright,
that was-
This is the same thing that happened with the Dragon Rider. This is my third time. The third time's a charm. Okay, let's do this.
This is also the equivalent of Josh's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle incident
I
off
mean-
the edge. I mean, that was pretty bad.
Oh, okay, that's actually fair, because I guess it's just opposite order. He was shot, fell off. I was hit, fell off. I stepped a little bit too far,
Okay,
he stepped
you.
a little bit too far. So,
Stand up.
you have,
Stand up for
after
your
this,
rights
no
to
more
die.
strikes. In fact, I would probably go kill those arrow guys first. In fact, there's a couple different directions you can take
First direction
here.
I do is I come in here and I kill these guys.
Table.
Kill the table, because this table just
table.
messed up.
I'm not a fan of this. It's oak. Doesn't match the cedar in
This
the rest
isn't
of the
oak.
cabin.
This is mahogany.
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 And one more
DBZ.
time.
I mean,
Mahogany.
I mean, okay, that's cool, bro. Anyway,
And then this chest is just like dilapidated cedar.
Titanite Shard. Titanite Shard is actually going to be pretty important at some point.
They're
just
very
because-
rare in this game. You use them to increase the quality of your weapons.
Yeah, they're actually super odd. compared
Which
to
you
the
would
last
know if you played Dark Souls 1 like a good boy.
game. I mean, why would you even be watching this if you didn't play Dark Souls 1?
I don't know. YOLO.
You had a Let's Player that hadn't played through half of the first game.
I mean, who would do
Hey,
that?
I don't know.
Captain
Kyle.
Zombie Pirate. Zombie Pirate, come here. I've beaten the first one. What's
know.
your beef?
Oh my
You're-
Dovahkiin.
Actually,
What are you doing here?
They do look like Dovahkiin. These guys are actually decently strong. I would just be...
Durvakern, Nurmachine, Nurse Barbine, Verdane, very cool, my favorite.
Did you just say very cool?
I'm just saying the actual dragon lyrics in.
It just sounds like very cool. Okay, so that guy, once you get rid of him, decently pretty good because
Alright.
he can actually shoot you
And now
throughout the place.
comes the least favorite part of my life, which is, besides being alive. Okay.
That sounds like super depressing.
I am super depressing, and I
I
don't have
mean-
a bow.
Having the time of my life.
Young and sweet, pink dancing queen.
I mean, I'm not gonna join in on this.
I'd rather you not, because
This
then
just
we
sounds
would
like a
all
bad
deserve
idea.
to die.
Now you and I don't want to deserve to die because if we deserve to die, we would die, which is no bueno.
According to whom?
I mean, the universe.
Heh, the universe is very unfair then.
Although
Slice,
you know what,
slice,
a lot of people
slice.
probably deserve to die. Not gonna lie.
And now watch me ruin this guy's day.
Which guy? I mean,
Oh look, creepy mutant monster thing. Too bad he doesn't like lights.
yeah, these guys actually have a very serious disadvantage. They can be very powerful because they can cause bleeding damage, and they can be pretty powerful hits. So they can 2 swipes, almost get you dead. And so they're a big deal, unless you have a torch with you, because the torch, hang on, go back there for a second.
Reh.
Did you pick up that, what, wasn't that the Titanite? Not Titanite, Estus Flask Shard?
It's not here.
Okay.
It's up further on.
Yeah, right. Okay, so there's actually an Estus Flask Shard somewhere here. It's going to be in one of these buildings. I believe it's up there to the right. However, there's 2 different directions we can go up here.
There's a lot of different ways to explore No Man's Wharf, which is one of the reasons why it's so darn infuriating, because it's easy to get lost here.
Yeah, I would probably equivocate No Man's
Slash.
Wharf. I don't know. To what level would
Ring
you-
of Life Protection, by the way, is going to be your best friend.
I would probably equivocate No Man's Wharf to, in the first game, the forest area. Just because in the forest area, there's so
to
many different...
some degree.
Well, there's many different paths you could take to that one. And then you have the Forest of Fallen Giants, which is very linear comparatively. And in fact, most of it is just optional little spots.
Oh, the camera.
Seriously.
I know.
Um,
What is this, Zelda?
I mean... No. If it was, it'd be awesome, though. Have you seen those Zelda builds for, like, mods in Dark Souls 1?
Many times.
They're so cool. Okay, so there's gonna be a puppy who's gonna try to kill you here in a second, so you might want
That
to get
ain't
your
no
shield
puppy.
up.
He ain't nothing but a hound dog.
That worked
He ain't
incredibly.
nothing but a hound dog.
Nothing.
It ain't nothing but a hound dog.
I just realized that...
Hound dog.
Okay, we first got Beatles, then we got Elvis, and, you know, it's all good.
You ain't nothing but a dead dog.
Now you're dead. Okay, actually, that was really easy to
Cue
kill.
the Sarah
I'm surprised.
McLachlan song. In the arms of the angels. 'Cause it's one of those, like...
Hear what, Cap'n?
Yeah, seriously, I hate it when people post things that have no relevance. In fact, when I first
So,
got here...
everything about Twitter ever created? Okay, so the Estus Flasks should be back around this area.
Okay, yeah, up here we actually have a different...
Over here, friends!
We have... Oh, nice roll, by the way. I usually just use shield
And
on
that
them.
was not.
So we actually can go up here, and then right here there's a Pharaoh's Lockstone that we're gonna actually want to use, because if you saw that little demon thing earlier, that was, it wasn't so bad because we had light. If you go to your right here, there's a Pharaoh's Lockstone, which if you put,
I haven't used this one.
what happens is,
Nothing, because we don't have any. Wah, wah, wah.
That's disappointing because
Life Gem Crush.
okay, so it's actually disappointing because that it turns on a big light that scares all the demons in the upper level away and into a certain building, which makes our life very easy because that you don't have to deal with them there.
No, but seriously, that's incredible.
And so it makes it super helpful.
Sort of like that dodge. Just.
And there's also a second part to that Pharaoh's Lock Stone that is also very beneficial. Once you go up to that area right there, in fact, you don't have to go up there just yet. There is... In fact, I would probably go back to where the Pharaoh's Lock Stone is. There's something I'm going to show you right there. In fact, I don't think you know it, Kyle.
I probably don't. I just wanted to get out of this area as quick as I could during my playthrough. What am I doing?
Go beyond it.
Oh, wait, yeah, this I did know.
Okay, yeah, there's just a nice little item you can get right here. It's nothing special. In fact, once you get back here, you can't crawl up the Pharaoh's Lock Stone again.
You could have told me that before.
Which sucks, but it does get you a soul and something nice. It's not... Yeah.
I love how in this one, they're just throwing souls of proud knights and heroes at you.
Yeah.
Because in the first one, it was like, soul of a lost undead, soul of a lost undead, soul of a lost undead. Great, wonderful, thank you for the absolute useless garbage.
And then you have all the different effigies being in small quantities. And you have the Titanite shards being very rare. Not like very rare, but you know.
Reasonably rare.
Did you do a drop attack on him? I mean, did you?
No, that would have been incredible.
That would have been incredible, because I saw you fall. I'm like, did you just do a drop attack on the guy above you?
Die.
Nice. Okay.
Sometimes I wish I was Magneto.
Why?
Because Magneto's incredible.
I mean, probably.
I mean, didn't you see the time he killed Wolverine by ripping all the adamantium out of his body simultaneously and carving him to shreds until not a single bit of organic matter was left for him to regenerate with?
Yes, I did, actually.
It was so dark, but at the same time, it was awesome.
It's like, why did no one think of this earlier?
It was during the Marvel Ultimates arc. There's 2 times Magneto
You can hop across that.
One time Magneto didn't die.
Turn your back around.
One time, Wolverine didn't die. The other time, Wolverine did. And, that was in the Ultimates arc. And...
make sure to get a torch.
Yes, sir. And Magneto just destroyed him. And I'm like, dude, you literally manipulate metal. How did you never think of this before?
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
I would kill him before he adapts. So these guys, like we said,
they're like the Borg. They kind of adapt the more they're around the torchlight.
One hit. Alright, so these guys do adapt, especially after you start hitting them. They do have a disadvantage on their backside, however. You can either start doing backstabs on them, or you can hit them in rapid succession, because that they can't hit you if you get their backside. Which is super incredibly helpful, because you don't want them to start hitting you. It's just not very friendly. Not friendly at all. In fact,
now, you can go up this way, because you'll meet a wonderful NPC whose name, I believe, is Gablan.
Oh no, your torch! Oh, there it is. Okay, go ahead and get him. Oh, he tried to hit you. That's a desperate guy.
Whenever they roar like that, it generally means they've attacked.
Whoa! Back!
Since when can they tear through walls?
I mean, apparently now they can. Yeah, that's actually kind of... Yeah, there's 2 of them now. I would probably back off. Yeah.
Later, dudes! I'm only here for the main story. You don't concern me.
So yeah, there's an NPC up there which actually sells you a pretty cool ring, because there's he sells you a ring called Ring of Stone, which does increase your what's it called?
Equipment load?
No, not equipment load. It increases poise. Increases your poise. However, it actually weighs a lot for a ring, which makes sense because it's a ring of stone. So
now we're unlocking the next region of No Man's Wharf, which will lead us to the boss, the Flexile Sentry.
Which, No Man's Wharf is actually a super short area.
Check it out, all you Wind Waker fans. Ghost Ship!
Which was arguably my favorite sea chart. Actually, no, my favorite sea chart was probably the rapid succession of fighting enemies. What do you call that? Gauntlet?
Yeah, the Gauntlet.
Yeah, it was, what was it called? Not Chamber of Ordeals, that's Twilight Princess.
The Hall of Trials? I don't know.
Something like that.
Hey, you wanna know something funny?
What?
I've never played Wind Waker.
Hall of Heroes?
You're a demon.
Never once. Not even.
You're a demon.
Don't even know what food tastes like.
What? You don't know what food tastes like?
I don't know what food tastes like.
That's cool.
Explain to me what food tastes like.
So,
I mean, now
that we're down here on the other side of the initial barricade, what we're gonna want to do is shimmy our way on up here, and it'll unlock us a snazzy checkpoint. And that comes with it a gorgeous shortcut.
It is quite a nice shortcut, because now
we just yank on this little lever here.
And don't let that guy kill you!
And then cut his groin out. And
wow,
then
that's...
take his arrows and a splash. And then just...
I need your body! What?
If I said I want your body!
Wait, drop down there. You can drop down there. There's a ledge right there. If you go to your up there,
Aha.
right there. Up. Now you missed it.
Oh well, doesn't seem to be anything important.
Yeah, not really.
Okay. So,
You were saying?
we now can explore a little bit better in this area.
Yay,
These guys are still around, and they still want to eat your flesh.
Don't worry about them. There's nothing really too important on this side. In fact, to the right is one of the only important things of this area, and you can't even do anything with this guy.
But we'll still show you the fact that he exists, because
Yeah.
that's kind of important.
It's an NPC that is important, but only if you get a certain thing done.
Meet him!
In fact, there's usually some
see
messages
light.
near him that indicates
But it
what he's good for
I am
and all the
career.
things like that.
And I've no interest in
he's-
them.
He is this game's magic merchant. He will sell you and teach you various combat spells.
Which is quite nice, because pyromancy is my style, just because it doesn't actually require levels aside from attunements.
Although it does scale with
It does
intelligence
scale.
and faith in this game.
Does it?
It does.
That is super cool.
Because fire damage scales with both of them.
I
but
would-
unlike magic and miracles, pyromancy still does decent damage on its own.
Alright, now why don't you go ahead and... how do you feel about this guy? I got him on my first try without
I got him on
summoning
my
anybody.
first try too, but I'm going to summon people so that he'll just be annihilated.
Okay. Well, did you summon somebody on your first try, or...?
No. And then I summoned somebody the next try, and he was killed almost instantaneously.
You said your first try! You lied to me!
Did I say my first try?
You did.
Okay, I probably was.
You're a
lying.
stinking liar!
I am a stinking liar. I'm sorry.
You are
no.
No! No, the Heidi sword is at risk. That's actually kind of bad for where we're at. Use some repair powder.
Why don't I just run us back to the bonfire so we can get some Estus?
Yeah.
Nah, then
yeah, we're already here.
Then everyone will respawn.
Yeah. I mean, we actually... the third try has been your charm so far. And it's been working out pretty good for you. We have a big amount of souls.
Well, here's my idea. Since we have so many souls, what I'm going to do is swap out the Ring of Binding for the Ring of Life Protection. So if we die, we'll have all our souls.
Alright.
And can instantaneously repair the Ring of Life Protection.
And then go ahead and use a human effigy just as a security for our souls, so we don't have to, you know, risk them particularly. Because this is actually a pretty easy boss. It's one of the easiest bosses in this game, in my opinion.
Not
And then-
to sound insufferably smug, but he's not wrong. And then I'll equip a couple of our various healing items.
And then probably switch the swords, just because Heidi's straight sword is at risk.
Well, no, I can just use some repair powder as instructed.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about saying that.
Do-do-do-do.
Alright, so repair party all the way.
Du-du-du-du-du-du.
In fact, there's nothing really important about the ship. There's some guys you can fight on your left side and everything.
And since we're planning on summoning people, it'd probably be best to dispose of them. Just so that we can wait
Yeah,
for summons.
go ahead and drop attack him.
Nah.
I mean,
Warp, 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 warp.
I drop attack is usually nice. I like it. I enjoy it. I find it helpful. It's lovely in my opinion.
Stop talking, you're distracting me with your face.
With my face. You're not even looking at my face. I don't know what you're talking
Why
about.
don't you look at me when we make love?
I have no response.
Exactly. And neither did she.
Too soon!
You're a bad person. You're a bad
Hey, he
person.
said it, not me.
I'm talking
But
to
you
him.
laughed on the inside.
Oh,
I
goodness. you
died on the
people.
inside is what I did on the inside. Now, okay.
I mean, and you laughed.
So moving right along into the belly of the beast, as it were, because this
Yeah.
ship is rather sizable. Oh, hey, look, they already came out to die, so I don't have to deal with them.
Who?
The pirates in there. There's a couple left down here, if I'm not mistaken.
Doesn't seem so.
I was mistaken. Okay.
You were mistaken.
So we're gonna wait for maybe 60 to 30 seconds and see if a sign pops up, and if it doesn't, then we'll take a run at this boss and see how it.
I would go ahead and take the repair powder off, just so it
We
doesn't.
need to
like,
use a little bit more because the sword's still at risk.
Is it?
Swing.
By the way, did you know that some stability actually goes up in this game when you rest in a bonfire?
I did not.
That's how
Oh
it
wait,
works.
you mean you repair things with that? Your durability?
Yeah, durability
You
goes
said
up.
stability.
Yeah, my bad.
And I was like, wait, what?
I feel like no signs are gonna show up, so just go ahead and get your shield. Probably he's not a very hard boss, so you should be pretty fine.
I'll have the shield on standby, but we'll see what we can do.
Okay, so for my suggestion for this guy, he's actually a lot easier
10,
on one side
9,
rather than the
8,
other.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3. No one's really showing up, huh? 2.
No,
1.
they ain't.
Okay, let's go.
So this guy, as you can see right here, is a dual
Hello, the
person,
Flexile Sentry.
In my opinion, his hammered
Club thing.
club side is much easier to fight than his sword
Slice.
side, because his sword side does some stabbing attacks. It's much quicker with attacking. And what's funny about him is if you have anybody summoned, if you have anybody summoned whatsoever, he actually doesn't attack from both sides.
Would you pull your shields up when I press the button, darn you?
I would just roll. I mean, to me, rolling from him isn't so hard because he's really slow in his
You were the
club
one
side.
who told me to pull out my shield.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. I guess
changed
that's
my mind.
I mean...
You gotta just adapt a little bit, you know?
Ow! At least he didn't break.
Ow, ow.
At least we know that we can live off of that. Okay, so yeah, the only thing that's dangerous about him is that little jump attack if you're on this side. His stabby side is stabby, and it's much faster, like I was saying.
I really couldn't tell based on the verbs which you chose to use.
Yeah. So as you
really
can see, he's not a
stabby.
huge deal. If you just take him slow enough.
Yeah,
Kyle.
not today.
I mean, if you turn your back for like 1 second, he's probably gonna jump at you. And
Like that?
this
This is why we used the ring, so you don't get to be upset with me.
I mean, technically, I still have the right, but you know, I'll let you
got
know.
it right. You gotta fight for your right.
You think you're so
I
funny.
messed up the lyrics.
You think you're so funny.
We're actually
do,
gonna we're gonna come back with you guys right when we get back to the ship. So we'll see you back in just a second.
Okay, round 2. Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy
We
Jenkins?
went back and got Leroy Jenkins.
Time's up.
Let's do this.
Leroy Jenkins.
So we went back and got some souls spent for a couple of stat level ups, got some gear taken care of, and now we're gonna wax this guy. Proper
Yeah,
style.
since we had about 13,000 souls and we're gonna fight this guy again, I'm just like, hey, bro, let's go, you know, spend
And
our
we've got
souls.
backup, which is nice.
Yeah, which is pretty nice. Lucatiel is probably one of my favorite NPCs to summon, just because Lucatiel is actually really strong comparatively.
Lucatiel's this game's Solaire.
Which is, I mean, great. I don't think she has any miracles though, which kind
No,
of sucks.
I mean she's like the wandering,
No, I
awesome
know.
bro who everyone loves.
Even
and
though
who
it's
is-
a chick.
And who is stupid powerful.
Seriously, because she has a lot of health, and she does a bunch of damage usually.
Oh.
Why does this happen every
No.
time we fight this guy?
No. Repair powder. Where's
I
my
mean-
repair powder?
That was kind of funny because that's what happened the last time. I guess we just didn't repair it enough. I don't
Okay,
know. Apparently not. Just go to the fire sword.
Yes, this was the plan. Okay.
All right, we're all good. Anyways, so
Bueno.
That was close.
I mean, Lucatiel's got this down, and luckily, like I said
Lucatiel's
before,
got this down to a science.
when you have more than one person in here, it's actually not too bad because a Flexile Sentry can only attack from one side, despite having 2 sides and 2 sets of arms. So why this makes sense, it doesn't, which, you know, is kind of weird. Anyways, Lucatiel's taking a beating for us, and so
Die for me, minion.
So I did go back to the bonfire before going back here to spend our 13,000 souls. We just got 3 levels of vitality. Yeah, well, I was gonna go more.
No,
yeah,
no,
but 3 levels of vitality because we want to be able to wear the Dranglake armor in full set because the Dranglake armor, along with the Dranglake shield, is some of the best stuff you'll get for a very long time. No, Lucatiel, we're almost done. No, that. Oh, I was about to say.
No.
I mean,
this is how this is dying.
Nice. And so the Dranglake shield is
I'm
actually
going to
pretty
bow
good.
to the computer now, and she's gone. Great.
And so the Dranglake shield has 100% block damage for melee
Stuff
damage.
and things.
Yeah, and it's actually pretty light and has 55
Did you
stability.
say mailway damage?
I said melee.
It's the
You said mailway.
I mean,
if it fits
I
the
might have.
ships.
When I was a kid, I always said melee.
Make sure you get this chest before you touch the magical spinny dial, because I didn't, and I kicked myself for the rest of the game.
Kyle was funny. He's like, Josh, I can't find the flame anywhere. I'm like, Kyle, it was in a chest after Flexile Sentry. He's like, what? Because he had gone through half the game already before he found this pyromancy flame.
It's like, oh, my head's on fire!
The other thing, though, is that you can... where do you get the Dark Flame? Do you already start with it when you get this?
I don't think so. The Dark
Okay.
Flame's very hard to find.
Luckily-
So now we're gonna go Ghost Ship status.
Ghost Ship? I mean, Wind Waker, Ghost Ship, my favorite thing, because... I already said that earlier, though.
Dun, 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 dun.
What song is...
Pirates of the Caribbean. Dun, 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 dun,
Anyways, so now we're gonna get to Lost Bastille. This is the second way to get into Lost Bastille.
The
I
other
advise,
is the Flappy Crowbird, which we
Yeah.
showed you earlier.
I advise taking both ways.
I looked it up on the wiki. I looked it up on the wiki, Nick. It's a raven.
Is it real? It doesn't look like one.
It's a raven. It's
looks
a raven.
like a hawk.
I looked it up. It's a raven.
These minor things. Anyways, so we, I do advise going both directions to get to here, because one direction gives you the totally awesome Drangleic
One
armor.
direction gives you migraines.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, so
Whoa, what did
one
that
direction
say?
gives bonfire head.
I'm going to rate that just on the basis of its content.
I mean, why?
Because it was funny. Now, welcome to the Lost Bastille, otherwise known as what was once the Undead Asylum.
Which is really, really cool. In this place, we have a dude that
His name is Strayed.
You can unpetrify him as soon as you get the Branch of Yore. The same thing that unpetrifies the guy that we showed in the second episode, I believe. And so...
Who did we unpetrify?
We haven't unpetrified anyway. We showed the guy.
The guy that was like leaning on the lever.
Yeah, which is actually Chick, which is the Pyromancer.
The pyromancy lady.
Yeah. Anyways, so in here... It's debatable, but we believe that Drangleic is the old Lordran because there's a lot of
Some
evidence.
people think it's Vinheim, but I think it's Lordran.
It does have evidence both way, but I'm leaning more towards Lordran just because Vinheim wasn't important enough.
And you know what's funny? Is that both viewpoints are technically right, because this game is intentionally vague as all holy friggin'...
Yeah, seriously.
Frack.
Yes. Holy frack. Yes. Battlestar Galactica references. You're my hero. Even though that show got really bad really fast.
I mean, yeah, I saw my parents watch it. That's all I saw.
I mean, once they got to New Caprica, it just went total bollocks.
All right,
It
why
was
don't we go
stupid.
spend our souls? So yeah, what I was saying, the guy we can unpetrify here, he gives you some sort of clue that hints towards this being the old, what's it called, Undead Asylum, because he says something about, I lived here before this place was known as the Drangleic.
And he said this was a land where the undead were corralled and led here to await the end of the world, and I was like,
which is the exact description that we're given. Anyways, so now we can actually go level up some more things.
I'm choosing this time, if you don't mind.
We do need one more vitalities just so we can wear the rest of the Drangleic armor, and maybe one or two after that just so we can use the Drangleic shield, because it's 3 heavier than
Dude, I have the Drangleic shield equipped right now, don't I?
No.
Well, I'll put 1 in right now, and then
Okay. Because we actually need a little bit more
guy.
strength, I believe, to use the Drangleic shield.
Here, I'll do.
That's looking pretty good to me.
How about that?
What we're leaning towards is that we want to have 20 strength, 26 dexterity around there. Then vigor, endurance, vitality. Just play it by ear. Vitality is my favorite of the 3 of those, just because that armor is a big bonus when comparison to having a little bit more health. So if you can we wear the rest of the Drangleic armor? Yes, we can.
And we're taking off this stupid helmet. Drangleic.
Yeah, it's all Drangleic, and then we got the
favorite helmet, the Iron Knight.
And then go check the shield, because I'm pretty sure that we need a little bit more strength to use the Drangleic shield. Oh yeah, that's why you came here. The Hidden Knight sword. Go repair it, because that.
Well, no, it's already repaired. I want to reinforce it.
Oh, okay. Well, shouldn't we save some of our reinforcement for like a better sword, maybe?
Dude, the Hidden Knight sword can last you to the end of the game when it's maxed out. It's ridiculous. Because it already has lightning, and you can enchant it with another element.
Can you?
Yes. It's a triple element weapon.
Triple?
Which is ridiculous.
Wait, why does it get triple element?
Because it already comes built in with 1 element, so you can add another element on top of that.
Huh. That is super cool.
I'm gonna leave the large Titanite shards, though.
Okay. Anyways, so yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and go to Lost Bastille. I'll be picking up with that next time. We already spent our souls and everything, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So it's been cool, guys. We did No Man's Wharf, 1 episode, all that good stuff. We'll see you guys next time for some Lost Bastille action. Peace out, been J-Ron.
Been Kyle.
Been Nicholas.
And we'll see you next time.